Shinkafa rice, it has to be destoned. There are big stones inside. Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming across my videos, please do well to like and subscribe. And I make videos like this every other time. It's gonna help the algorithm push out the video. If you would like this video, please, and hit the notification bells for new updates. So this is the second rinse. So we're gonna wash it till the water becomes crystal clear. How many mudu of rice is here?
This is 5 mudu.
5 mudu of Tuwo shinkafa rice.
Yeah.
So we're going to get like how many quantity?
In 2 mudu you can get 100.
Okay.
In 400. Let's say 500.
Depending on the size of the masa, we're going to have like 500 modes of masa from this 5 mudu of Tuwo shinkafa rice. The next process after we've washed our rice is to add some cooked rice. This is already cooked rice. We're going to add it to the raw Tuwo shinkafa rice. I'm telling you, this is going to give you the best masa ever, because she makes the best masa I've ever eaten. If you want to make the best masa, make sure you follow this process as due. Masa is actually very good. Like, I eat it almost every night when I'm going to sleep. I don't know how she makes it, and it doesn't have this sour taste, because usually when you buy masa from other people, you see it having all this sour taste. So I asked her, she was like, there's some people that have their hand used to make something to get sour. I don't know how it happens, but to me, I just feel like you are more careful. That's why. I don't think it's actually a hand thing. You are actually careful, because you can see the way she was raising the masa, the rice, the Tuwo shinkafa rice. She was very meticulous and careful about it.
You know, one thing with this masa is you having patience and passion. You get, because the time you use in maybe preparing this thing or washing it alone, picking it, we've not even done the picking part of it, because you have to go in details to pick every stone, every chaff. You get, so the patience and passion you have for this thing alone will give you that taste. You have to add more water from. But sometimes when you get to the engine, if they already added much water, you don't need to add much to it. You don't even need to add at all. But with this one
Consistency,
now, so I just need to add more water. That was why you see me adding little water to give me the consistency I need. So now I think I've gotten what I wanted. So I'll go straight adding my, what's it called, baking powder and other.
Okay.
Yes, this is the baking powder I use.
The measurements, she knows the measurements. You know, just pour it on your hand and just throw it in.
I just have my own measurements.
You can see, let's say a handful of baking powder.
Yes.
2 handful of baking powder for 5 mudu of masa. Adding the baking powder to the masa mix, you see the consistency change immediately. So at this point, we're going to be adding yeast to it. So I think we are going to be adding more of baking powder than yeast. You can see the quantity of yeast she's adding is smaller than the baking powder she added. Now add salt. You can see she's adding a handful of salt, because this is 5 mudu of rice that we made. So we're going to add in a handful of salt to it. I guess you understand. If a handful of salt is going for 5 mudu of masa, how many quantity of salt should go for 1 mudu or half mudu. So you do the math and know the amount of salt to add. If not, it's not my fault. So in this process, it requires a lot of mixing. That's why mixing with hand is just adequate. Don't say it's not hygienic. This is local stuff, guys. She's adding a half mudu of sugar into the 5 mudu of masa mix. At this point, we're going to divide the masa mix place into 2 for it to rise fast. That's why we're doing this. So we're going to cover it and allow it to sit close to the fire for 8 hours. We're going to put it on top of this well. You can see it's directly on the sun, so there's no point bringing it close to any fire since the sun is out. So we're just going to leave it under the sun and allow it sit for 8 hours. There are a lot of things that goes into making the best masa. Every process counts. Just like food, when you're making your food, you put in work and passion into it, and it's going to give you the best result. So this is us actually shopping for the soup because we want to make the groundnut soup, and we usually use brisket bone. We call it bone because it's more of like bones than the brisket bone. Call it biscuit bone or brisket bone. All right, so you can get any season of your choice. So you can practically get any season that you prefer. So we're going to be using peanuts. We're going to get raw peanuts from the market, and we're going to toast this later on to make the groundnut soup. And the groundnut soup is accompanied with vegetable soup. So this is the kuli that we're going to be using for the yaji. So it's practically very easy. So we're going to be buying these dried tomatoes. So we're going to boil it later on and use it for as the base for the soup. So you're wondering why using dry tomato. You can use fresh tomato if that's what you prefer, but this dry tomato just give it that local taste. And this the dry pepper we're going to be using. You can use fresh pepper if you would prefer fresh pepper. So it's practically a thing of a choice to use whatever you prefer. So this is the bone. We're going to actually remove all the dirt from this bone. Like I said, you can use whatever you prefer. You can decide to use normal meats, but this is the local stuff, so we're going to do it the local way. So we're going to light our fire. You know, when you cook with wood, it just gives you that flavor, you understand? Like the taste is different, just like making party jollof rice. It's just a different taste. So this is the vegetable. You can use any grain of your choice, but we are using this green vegetable, and we're going to toast our peanuts. You can toast it slightly, or you can toast it very well, however you prefer it, but just make sure you toast it. And we're going to allow this cool off because we're going to pound this later on. So there's it. You can see it's slightly toasted, and we're going to remove the peel. You can remove the back by just slightly pounding it and then blowing it to remove the chaff. So after this, we're going to pound it slightly. We're not going to pound it like till it becomes so smooth, so you just rough pounding. So this is the tomato. We are going to boil the tomato, or you can soak it in hot water, but this one we're going to boil it and so that it can soften up. And we added some fresh pepper to this and some onion, and we're going to grind this with the tomatoes. So we're going to boil our brisket bone. We're going to season it with salt, some Maggi. If you are not using Maggi, if it's not wherever country, or I'm sure you have a season there, so season it however you prefer, and you can add in your onion and some water, and we're going to allow the steam up, and we're going to boil it till it's very, very soft. So we're going to use red oil, and these are blended tomato and onion with pepper paste. So we're going to fry this in this red oil. It's going to give it that local taste. So we're going to season it up, and we're going to add in our groundnuts. That is our peanuts that we toasted earlier on. We are going to add it in and mix it together. Now we're going to add in the stock and the brisket bone, and our soup is coming together, guys, and it is amazing already. So we're going to add in our greens lastly, and we're going to mix it together. Don't be concerned about the consistency, because it has to be watery, because when you are soaking your masa dipping your masa into the soup, it's going to just soak all the water, and you're going to enjoy the masa. So it's preferable you make it that way, watery. And this is after 8 hours of leaving our masa under the sun, and it's ready. Now we are at the streets, guys, and we're going to be frying this masa this lovely masa. Like this masa was so amazing, it was so nice and yummy. So we're just going to like put it into this mold. This is it uses gas. If you want to use charcoal, fine, but this is preferable that you use gas burner. And our masa is ready and good to go, guys. So you can enjoy it however you please. You can enjoy it with yaji or sugar or with the soup, however you please. So this is our soup and this is our brisket bone. You can see the consistency, it has to be that way. This has to be this. Okay, I'm gonna try with yaji. So if you watched this video to the very last, please do well to subscribe and like this video. Till next time, bye.